Hi, I'm Ilana Fine, COO of VWG Wealth Management. For our eighth episode of Frequently Asked in Quarantine, we turned to our wealth advisor, Ryan Torgeson, to answer the question, did I miss the bottom of the market? Ryan?
Thank you, Ilana, and hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Torgeson with VWG Wealth Management, and I'm here to give the next installment of our FAQ, or Frequently Asked in Quarantine. This week, we want to address a question that has come up a lot recently, particularly due to the equity markets through the last few weeks, and that is, did we miss the bottom? Should we wait for another pullback, or should I just sell everything and go to cash? These are all great questions, but I think they all point to one main concern, and that is, what should we do with our portfolio with everything going on? So let's take a step back and talk about where we are now. Almost all assets have made significant improvements since March, and some, including US stocks and high yield bonds, now appear to be pricing in a quick and optimistic resolve to the pandemic and the economic damage it inflicted. Some of the economists and strategists we consult do not believe there is a quick V-shaped recovery. The dust has far from settled. There are little corporate profit visibility in the future. Some businesses will inevitably fail. Others will make significant cuts in headcount. But at the same time, the technical structure and liquidity of the US market has improved, and global central banks have backstopped the markets. So have we bottomed? Yes, we have. We hit a bottom back on March 23rd. Does that mean we won't hit another? Anyone that actually answers that question really doesn't know. We here at VWG are long-term investors and advocate that investors do not try to time the markets. Investments in risky assets should not be made if the time horizon is under 5 years. To answer the question, should we wait for another pullback to add? Well, as Lynette discussed in FAQ number 7, having an up-to-date financial plan will help to identify those long and short-term goals and to visualize the blueprint for achieving those. If an investor has a long-term horizon and is investing in a diversified portfolio, well, it's rarely a bad time to add. Market volatility can be especially uncomfortable when focusing on the short-term horizon. According to Fidelity, nearly a third of investors over 65 sold all of their equities at some point this year between February and May. Now that means unless they reinvested those funds, there's a good chance they missed out on the recent market rally. But the reason they sold in the first place was likely due to a behavioral tendency we all have. One such tendency is regret aversion. Regret aversion is an emotional bias in which individuals avoid making a decision because they fear a negative result. Many of us remember 2008. In 2008, we saw a much slower bear market. Having experienced this in the past, our instincts tell us that to continue investing wouldn't be prudent, and thus we sell. We do not want to regret being in the market anymore. The opposite is true on the way back into the market. Regret aversion also applies to the actions you could have taken, not getting back into the market. The important takeaway from all of this is to know that it exists and to know that you're not alone. A study by Capital Group found that investments in mutual funds follow a buy high, sell low pattern, with money going into the funds at the top and coming out at the bottom. Having an ongoing dialogue with your financial advisor, as well as an up-to-date financial plan, are all excellent ways to help manage your market emotions. So, what should you do with your portfolio? Well, sometimes the best answer is simply nothing. Remember, it's important that portfolios are diversified and balanced. And when in doubt, look back on your financial plan, as it's already planned for the ups and downs of the market. I'd like to thank all of you for your time today. It has been an honor. Please feel free to reach out to any of us with any questions you might have, and stay safe.